suggests that this state is the ultimate state. Absolutely ultimate state, the highest level of being. We should strive for this state and put everything else aside. Is the state of beingness important on the journey of this evolution of our soul? Absolutely yes. Extremely important. Absolutely yes. Is it everything? No. It's only half. It's only half of the whole. Lay hold on me fully, both by my within, the beingness, and the without of myself. So the without of myself is the second half of our wholeness. And that is the double thread. That's the other strand of the double thread. That's the other strand of the double thread. So it's the beingness and it's the becoming. Becoming is an act of creation, expression, manifestation, demonstration. Becoming is the action. It's what we create. And it is very much like the birthing process. And what do we know about the birthing process? Mothers out there know that it's messy, it's painful, difficult, and it may take a whole long time. It might take a longer amount of time than you had expected anyway. And have you ever been in a meeting where everyone's coming forth with these ideas that are very strong, but they're different opinions, and you're wondering how they're ever going to arrive at a conclusion, solving this dilemma or whatever the problem that's in front of them. And you just can't see how they'll ever get a decision that they all agree upon. And if you were the one to present, you might, with this new idea, you might think that it's better to just go ahead and do it and just get the forgiveness now, and it's easier to get the forgiveness after the fact than the permission before. So it's just an example to state to you that life can be messy. Life can be messy. Life can be uncomfortable. And we want to avoid the mess. We don't want to be in the mess. We don't want to be uncomfortable. But the mess is where I would like us to shift our perception, our perspective, because we need to get through the mess. We have to experience the mess. We experience the discomfort of situations. We do this because it is all about becoming more than. We, as spirit, is always becoming more of spirit. It's always expanding. It's always creating more and more of itself. So then we too create. We create more and more of our experiences. We expand ourselves. We expand our soul continuously because we are becoming more good, just more. Our souls expand all of the time. And especially when we're in this resurrected consciousness, this clear consciousness. So we're manifesting in the world. We're manifesting money, relationships, health, all the good. We're always manifesting. It's a natural desire within us that would like to be expressed. And to hold it back would be to block it. So we allow. Just like the birthing process, we allow new ideas to come forth. We allow different experiences to occur in our lives, and we move through the messiness, through the discomfort. So from that same page in this thing called You by Ernest Holmes, he writes, every man is a doorway, as Emerson said, through which the infinite passes into the finite, through which God becomes man, through which the universal becomes individual. It is because it is there, he says, that you have these irresistible urges, the longing to live life more fully, the feeling that life belongs to you. There is something within you beyond all doubt and fear, something which has never been limited. There is only something. This is the only something that can make you whole. That thing within you that has never been limited, that divinity that is present within each and every one of us. We cannot limit it, which is like so relieving to myself to know that I cannot in any way change, alter, or limit this divinity within. And that is the truth of each and every person here. We are connected in this oneness. We are connected. We are all one. It is all part of the unity of life. It just appears that we're separate, but we're not. We're individualized. We each have our personality. We each have our opinion. But that divinity within us, the inner, that presence, is connected to the great I am. So, becoming is very important. That word becoming, becoming. Two equally important parts of the whole, the beingness and the becomingness. It's the double thread, you see, that makes everything stronger. And when we connect, when we really connect with that beingness and then allow that to become our experiences, allowing that guidance, that's when the strength comes forth. That's when we can get through challenges easily, not get stuck in the mess, not to get stuck in that mess. And of course, as good students of science of mind, which this is science of mind, we know that there's something very powerful that links this beingness to this becomingness. And that is this thing called the law. What is the law? So anyone that's finished the foundation class or has been in this teaching for a while understands that we use the analogy of the seed, the soil, and the plant. And so the being, think then for a moment, the being is the seed, which has within it everything. It's got the whole plant within it. Everything. It is being. The seed is being. But if we don't, what happens if we don't plant the seed in the soil? It shrivels up. It cannot grow. So the beingness is planted into the law. The seed is planted into the soil, which then allows it to manifest to become what it is. So with us, the beingness, the seed of our beingness, as we allow it to become, it goes into the law and it shows up as our experiences in life. It shows up as our experiences in life. It is the becoming. We are always becoming. And I want us all to be becoming more and more and more and more and more and more of this resurrected consciousness, this God consciousness. It is such a powerful state to be in. That's why we have these services to remind each and every one of us that this is powerful and it's good. It's good. So we join together to remind each other. We're always evolving, expanding, and growing. It's the natural process of creation. And so, as Chardin says, lay hold on me fully by the within and the without of myself. Let me fully feel and know that I am both God's being and becoming. Let me know completely that I am both threads, the double thread, in this exquisite tapestry of life that we are always creating. My being is God at rest within me. My being is God at rest within me. And my becoming is God in action. We're both. When we allow it, we are both. Grant that I may never break this double thread, and grant that I may never forget that my being and my becoming are completely a part of this wholeness of life that we speak of. It's a balance. It's a balance. We are both being and becoming. I can't emphasize that enough. Because what are we becoming? Think about it sometime. What do you want to become? That's what you'll manifest. That's what you'll plant into the soil. Check the thoughts. Check the emotions. See what's in alignment there. See what you're creating. Look around you at your life. See where you can maybe think a different thought. Choose differently. And become something even greater than what you're experiencing, because that's what Spirit wants us to do. Spirit naturally creates. God creates. And we being extensions of that creative power, that is what we do. We create. And when you remember that we are spiritual beings having this human experience, when you remember that and accept that fully, there will be messiness, there will be discomfort in life, but that beingness within you will guide you, always guide you and love you unconditionally, fully and completely, absolutely. And when you do this, life won't seem to fall and break apart quite as easily, because you're a double thread, remember? Conscious of it. And it won't be so much. Sometimes it feels like it's a lot of work. It won't be so much work. Just surrender. And there will be an unbreakable connection to the essence of life itself. So let us remember that this is a balance that we are living. A balance of becoming and being. The double thread of life. And so I invite you to remember that. It's just things for me, I'm very I see pictures. So for me, just seeing this golden, to me it's golden, everything's golden, right? It's this golden thread of life, two strands of life that make my life and make your life so much stronger, so much stronger. So I invite you to remember that you are strong, creative beings who are becoming even more of yourself, even more, creating even more of the good that you wish to experience. And so I'm going to close this with a prayer, short prayer.